Welcome back to the Your Last Resort podcast with your host, Brandon Lejean. And this week, I'm joined by my guest, actually rejoined for episode 94 from episode 76, 65, 57, 37, 30, 14, and 6. So this will be your 8th time on the podcast rejoining me. Erica Cline, thanks for doing it.
Thank you. 8th time's the charm.
Yeah. You're almost you're 10 almost 10% of the guests at this point.
God.
So
That's kind of sick.
yeah, if people don't like you, they better, they probably don't.
I've always wanted to be famous.
Thanks. Well, today is you came on and you said that you'd taken a few shots before and that you were drunk, and you were saying something about how you don't like celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday. Is that if I remember correctly, you were saying something about it?
Yep, you got it right on the head.
Yeah, you were saying that we should, if anything, we should work on Martin Luther King Day, that it shouldn't be a national holiday. Is that what?
All my homies hate Martin Luther King. No, I took one singular shot, probably like a half shot, honestly.
I know, I'm just kidding.
A small swig.
Yeah, get the juices loose.
The creative juices flowing.
Yeah, there you go. Well, guys, it's episode 94. This will be out on the 19th. So we're here in studio on the 17th, Monday. That we got the Cardinals-Rams game going on right now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, just had a weekend of football. And then we're here celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday, a day that the government gives off, even though they killed Martin Luther King himself, you know?
Have you ever thought it was weird that stores give, like, Martin Luther King discounts? They're like, Martin Luther King Day sale.
It is a pretty rant,
I saw that on Twitter today.
Yeah, come on down to the Martin Luther King sell-a-thon and get yourself a Chrysler.
Like,
you're like, what?
Toyota.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That'd be awesome if they did like Martin Luther King Day sales, but it's only on like shit that they thought Martin Luther King would use. You know what I mean?
But only stuff he would like.
Yeah, like mustache creams and I don't know, just like random ass. They're like, Martin Luther King had an English muffin every day for breakfast. English muffins only 79 cents in store.
Only at Kroger.
Yeah. Sick ass Martin Luther King deal discount.
So weird.
Yeah.
It's also my first day back at school.
Yeah, it is exciting.
Woo,
Way to make Martin Luther King Day all about yourself. Typical white person thing.
Yes.
Just,
half
taking it.
white.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
The full problem. No, it is kind of funny though when you think about it. Like, I mean, obviously Martin Luther King, great dude, did a lot of good things. And then we have is the holiday for his birthday, correct? Or is it would not be on the day he got assassinated, correct?
So.
No, it's
not.
It's not Happy Assassination Day for
No, it's probably his birthday.
Yeah,
Probably?
it's got to be.
Yeah.
I swore I saw someone wish him happy birthday today. It would be weird to just give, like, what other day, unless today's, like, the day he gave the I Have a Dream speech.
Yeah.
And they just,
is it bad that we don't know?
No.
Like, why were we not taught that in school?
Yeah, I don't know. We probably were. Maybe we just don't remember.
We definitely were, because I remember my niece came home and she's like, we're learning about Martin Luther King. And I wanted to be like, did they tell you about everything else? But I didn't say that.
Did.
What?
So was it his birthday or not?
I don't know.
You just had that whole side anecdote to tell me that you did, and we established we learned about it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess, yeah. I'm just going to assume. I don't want to look it up, so we're just going to assume that
It's his
today.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Martin. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, like I get the holiday. It's a weird holiday because it's like it's a federal holiday. It's like it's federally acknowledged, but it's like a holiday that like there's no set order of if you get Martin Luther King Day off or not.
Yeah, no. I've never had it off.
Yeah, some schools have it off. Some, like, I've had school on Martin Luther King Day before. Like, my work was closed today. The loan offices and everything, and the banks are shut down. But there's also like random ass. You have to do like certain things are open, certain things aren't.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the whole the Martin Luther King.
Granted, I worked service jobs, so they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I guess.
At all. They only cared about. Actually, no. I've worked on Christmas and Thanksgiving, so never mind.
Yeah.
They don't care about anything.
They just want money. Yeah, they're gonna keep it open.
Exactly.
If they can. You bought 1-ply toilet paper, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive you for that shit.
I'm sorry. Truly.
I mean, did you just wake up and you're like, it'd be cool if every time Brandon wiped his ass, he also fingered his own asshole? Is that was that the thought process behind it?
Not only is it 1-ply, but it's like super rough too.
Yeah, that's 1-ply. Have you ever used 1-ply toilet paper?
At Disneyland, yeah.
Bro, the most bullshit part about 1-ply toilet paper is you can fold that shit 4 or 5 times and you can still see through it. What's so asinine is just like you buy like 2-ply toilet paper is normal toilet paper.
Yeah.
That shit's straight. Bro, 1 more ply is not the difference between 1-ply and 2-ply toilet paper.
You would think.
No, it's not though. It's like the difference between the two is absolutely insane.
So what happened with that was I ordered it through the like curbside pickup at Target.
Yeah.
And I just didn't read it close enough.
Yeah, you were trying to defend yourself. You were like, oh, like, how was I supposed to know?
And you said, let me guess, you got the cheapest one.
Yeah, you just happened to buy the cheapest one, didn't even check. Like, this is the...
I'm sorry, I hate it too.
Yeah, I know. But this is like the one time that normally you don't give a fuck. You buy brand name shit. You want to spend the extra money. You like losing money. It's like a hobby of yours is to just lose money. But then this one moment, you're just like, yo, let me just fuck up our whole life for the next 3 to 4 weeks.
That's exactly what I wanted.
And I understand that we could buy new toilet paper, but then we just have 8 rolls of 1-ply toilet paper.
You could give it to Galen.
I mean, maybe, yeah. He might just take that. Yeah, no. I like 1-ply. I don't know how many people have actually used 1-ply toilet paper because even, like this shit that we have is below like your school's 1-ply toilet paper.
It's Disneyland 1-ply toilet paper. Disneyland's is terrible.
There's no difference between this and like a cotton gauze that you find in a jar at the doctor's office.
No, those are better.
No, you can see through those too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive you for getting 1-ply fucking toilet paper.
Sorry.
Out of all things.
Too late now.
Yeah. We had the most crazy shit going on at our apartment here. We had our entire apartment smelled like Parmesan cheese.
We kept thinking it was the dog.
Yeah.
Side note, Galen got a dog named Whiskey.
You can't side note. This is my podcast. I control the topics.
I've been on here 8 times. I can do whatever I want.
No, you're not even. I own 10% equity of this company.
Like the Sharks.
Yeah, you're just fucking Kevin O'Leary from
Mr. Wonderful over
here.
Yeah,
I picked the worst one to describe you. If you know, I could have picked you as Barbara, Mark, Damon.
Mark Cuban would have been fun.
Anyone, but I picked the worst one that you could be.
The scariest, ugliest.
He would buy 1-ply toilet paper, 100%.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. You gonna make me explain all my setup punchline jokes on
here?
Sorry. I don't know, because look at him. You know, it's self-fucking-explanatory. You want me to go into the details?
I feel like he would buy like 3-ply, like extra plush toilet paper.
No, not for himself. I'm sure he wipes his ass with Versace robes. He's fucking.
That's why I was confused.
Do you realize how insane the concept of the show Shark Tank is?
Yeah.
It's not. No one comes on this show and is like, "Hey, can I get $1,000? Can I get $5,000?" It is always people asking for $10,000 to $100,000 loans
for a 2.5 stake in my company.
For a percent, yeah, like such a small percent, and every member on that board is so rich that they can just throw money at it like a fucking like an investment. It's bullshit. It's a hilarious, super funny concept because every one of those people that comes on, they could say yes to them, and they would still not run out of money. Like that is, they're always talking about like, I have to make sure that this is a proper investment for me. Dude, you made more money than that entire company is worth sitting through that proposal.
And they're making money from that show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? Get out of here. We got to make sure the money is worth this. Dude, you saying that sentence just earned you $100,000.
Yeah.
You think about it. Those people are sitting there making money off their investments, making money off being on the TV show. And that show reruns on every channel all the time. Residuals and bullshit.
Unfortunately, it's great.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But, like, literally, that show is like, hey, are you so rich that you just want to give your fucking money away? And people are like, yeah. And that's how you have to be a judge on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Is have giveaway for free money. You know?
I said, okay, I'll give you money to make a fancy sponge.
Yeah. You know the same way we see a homeless person and we're like, here's $1.
Yeah.
That'll change their life. That's how Mark Cuban looks at, like, the cupcake in a cup business that comes on. He's like, oh, hey, you sad fucking pathetic thing. Here's some money. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know what it never shows on that show
What?
is Mark Cuban making a call to his bank and being like, hey, can I afford to give these people that money? So you know it doesn't fucking matter to them.
Yeah, they have just loads. Like, they're like Scrooge McDuck, where he like swimming in the coins.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm imagining like Barbara Corcoran.
If you get rich enough at some point, people come to you and give you good ideas. That's what that show
He said,
is.
please give me money so I can make said idea.
Yeah.
That's wild. Oh,
Yeah.
we're talking about the dog.
The dog?
Whiskey, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
how did we get on Shark Tank?
yeah, I mean, we were just talking. I don't know. But no, we have a dog now. Our roommate got a dog while we were gone. She's a Rottweiler mixed with something
else.
like we don't know.
She's like small for a Rottweiler.
Yeah, she's only like 40 pounds.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Cute little bastard.
She's crazy.
Crazy. So we got such a well-behaved dog. I mean, the dog goes to the bathroom outside, is kennel trained, doesn't bark, but is so nice and gives you licks all the time. But yo, I swear to God, this dog is 11 months old, a puppy. The owners before us had to feed that dog nothing but Kardashian asshole and just the stinkiest fucking cheese around. That dog's mouth smells like a bum had an orgy inside of it. It's disgusting. It's so, dude, that dog licks you and you have like the cartoon stink lines coming off you. It's,
like Pigpen.
Yeah. It's
like the dust going on.
Yes.
That's
it's
so
gross. The dog's mouth smells like 6th Street on Austin is what it smells like.
She's so cute though.
I don't give a fuck. Every time that dog licks me, I swear to God, it's asking me for change or a cigarette. I'm like, ugh, get away from me. It's it's fucking gross, dude.
Oh my gosh. She's so funny though. Because she'll get like super hyper and just start like zooming around, you know, she gets the zoomies.
Yeah.
But then if you like look at her the wrong way, she'll be like, oh my God, and she'll run to her crate.
Yeah. The dog is very weird. I mean, obviously, you know, when you adopt a dog that was like abandoned, there's some issues, you know?
Yeah, because obviously we don't know.
I mean, I get it. My family's adopted humans, and so we saw how fucking terrible they turned out. So, like, you know, my family's adopting
but they're
me.
still cute.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I have 2 sisters from Russia. Lots of trauma. A dog from the pound? Probably going to be trauma. At least this one can't
for
talk.
Sure has trauma. And we thought that she was smelled like Parmesan cheese.
Yeah. So that was the thing. We thought that this dog smelt or got into Parmesan cheese because our entire...
But we don't have any.
No, I know. That was the weirdest part. Like to put it in perspective for anyone who's like a homeowner or you just have a house, like you ever gone out into a room, like specifically trash is a great smell for this to make sense. You ever gone out in your living room, trash hasn't gone out in a few days, and you walk in the room and you're like, ooh, whoa, trash. Okay, let's take the fucking trash out. It smell like there's that smell of trash and you're positive it's trash. Yo, for the last 3 fucking days, I have been fucking positive that every time not every time, but most of the time I walk into the kitchen, it smells, and the living room, like Parmesan cheese.
Like that extra salty kind of smell.
Cheap, shitty Parmesan cheese. Like, and here's the thing, guys. We don't have Parmesan cheese. We haven't cooked anything with Parmesan cheese. We
haven't brought anything home with Parmesan
don't
cheese.
have Parmesan. And here's how specific I know it is I ate a slice of pizza today with some Parmesan cheese on it that had been like I brought it home with that on, and I took it off and I was like, this smells like the kitchen. But it had already been days, so it wasn't that. And somehow Erica figures out that it's coming from our stovetop.
Literally like 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes before this podcast. And so we're like, oh, you know, it must be dirty on top. We removed our two, we have an electric stove. So there's like this electric stove top, the little bullets in. Under the double stoves was just liquid, like grease looking, but also mixed with water liquid, starting to form like the gross grease gelatin, stunk of Parmesan cheese, which again, I don't get how that starts smelling like Parmesan cheese when none of us have cooked.
It must have just been like salty and we just like attributed that.
Yeah, it must have just been like added up spillage. I don't know if anyone's listening and can explain to me what that Parmesan, how that happened. I'll love you, because it was driving me fucking insane.
It was pretty gross too.
Oh yeah, I mean no one like walks around. Oh yo, you know what's fucked up about me putting the laptop on this side?
What?
Is that you can open it with just scanning your finger,
and it's the wrong finger.
But it's the wrong finger, so I have to like lean away from the mic to open it.
That's funny.
It's just here it was blocked by the fucking mic thing, and this table. You guys don't know, but like these mic arms are put on essentially backwards. Like they should clip onto a chair on the outside and go like
that. Oh.
Like, yeah, so they would come into you. And they're way more functional. But these are like protruded outwards, so like it knocks the table over. And we've gone, you know, the whole time in the studio without me knocking the table over and spilling my water or
pretty
our
impressive,
alcohol.
knock on wood.
Yeah. So I figured like it was time to move it, but now it bothers me that there's got to be a way that I can use my left finger too. There's got to be another
probably like how on iPhones you can like put multiple like finger scans. Oh, well you could.
You can't anymore?
Well, it doesn't do the finger scan.
Oh yeah, you have the face scan now.
Yeah, now it's
which
Face
is fucking
ID.
sick. The face scan is amazing.
I think it's cool, but honestly, I kind of liked the finger scan better because sometimes you're not in good lighting or like you were wearing a mask because like sometimes whenever you go to do like Apple Pay.
Yeah, actually, you're right. The finger scan is way better because
it's way better.
Because it doesn't work when you have sunglasses on. Sometimes it doesn't work when people have glasses on. Yeah. It doesn't work with a mask on. I mean, I don't know how they were going to predict that we were all going to be wearing masks at one point. But
yeah, that was pretty hilarious that they added that feature like a year before the pandemic, and now everybody has that iPhone.
Yeah, but the thumbprint, like, the only time it fucked you up was if you had gloves on or some shit, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
That was the one-time thing, I guess, but it's like... The thing that I don't get is it's like, how is the face scan easier? Because like I guess when you just straight up pick up the phone and it unlocks for you when you look at it.
But like if you have it at the wrong angle, like it can be annoying sometimes.
I don't know. I'm actually back on board that now the face scan is the easiest. I pivoted. Think about it. If you're just think about how many times you don't even think about it now. But when you're just sitting here, like if you grabbed your phone right now and you flip it around, it'll open before you touch the screen. Yeah. And then you just start scrolling. Like I bet if you went back to an iPhone where you had to hold your thumb down, you would pick it up and swipe up and fuck up the login for like the first week you had it because you're so used to not putting your thumb there.
Well, yeah, but that's just getting used to it. That's not like I'm just saying which one's better.
I don't know. I just think it's the face one's more convenient in a sense.
Team finger scan.
Team finger scan. Also, it's just because it gives us more screen. They got rid of the fucking home button.
Yeah, that is true.
But there's also nice. You're not telling me there's not screen technology that I could set my thumb on and it can scan my thumbprint and let me in the same area. I think Androids have that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Androids have that.
Still never going to get an Android.
Yeah,
Still never going to send
never
a fucking
getting an
green
Android.
text in my life.
Never.
Fuck all that
even
noise.
if they are better, I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care.
No, I agree with you. We've been pretty broke, which has been fun, and yeah, you know, everyone loves not having money, but I was I've been Uber doing. Oh, don't
You made me yawn.
No, don't you fucking yawn on my podcast.
You yawn first.
I know. I've been doing Uber Eats, which has been fun. Is the word people say? I don't fucking know.
A time.
Yeah, it's been a time. And the thing about like Uber Eats is honestly, like, Uber Eats is a sick way to make money out here in Austin, especially like I don't know what it's like in other cities. Like I never did it in Orange County, but I'm sure it's probably sucks a little with the traffic, but like
Yeah.
there's, with Orange County, and I'm sure you could do it
Well, I looked at least for DoorDash
yeah.
when we were back in Orange County. I looked at like the sections because the way DoorDash does it, it's like it has it in like specific sections.
Yeah.
And the sections in Austin are way bigger. Like the one for Sunset Valley goes way out to Dripping Springs.
Yeah,
like
it's
huge. Whereas in Brea, it was like just Brea and La Habra.
Yeah, no.
So it's like different in that sense, where it's like Orange County's more compact, so it like has less space. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, there's less places to deliver to that you can get. Like 15 miles is so much farther in Brea than it is here.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's just, it's nice. Dude, I mean, you make like almost $20 an hour with Uber Eats driving, which is fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean,
just depending on the day.
dude, yeah, I'll work less than 6 hours a day and walk away with $120. Like it's hard to beat.
You definitely make more money with Uber Eats than DoorDash, which
100%.
is wild. So if
Yeah.
you're looking to do that, Uber Eats is the way to go for sure.
Yeah. Now, the thing that sucks is just being like a delivery person driving around. We were talking about this earlier, but like delivering to an apartment complex is like getting trapped in Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh my god.
So confusing. Can someone, and anyone who lives in an apartment can vouch for me, like think about when you first moved in and you were trying to find your place, or when you go to a friend's apartment. Why the fuck does every building, because you have building numbers. Apartments aren't confusing on a ground concept. It's four numbers. First number is the building number. Last three, if it's 5, it's 5300. It's apartment. It's building 5, third floor, apartment 00. That's how you fucking find it. But all these buildings are like, oh, yo, we're a brown building. We're going to put the building number 7 sign in the exact same brown color. That is the color of the building. And it's fucking impossible to find.
Or we're going to put it right behind this growing tree.
Yeah. Or there's always some.
Like, they just did not think about that one.
No. Or there's always some. Why is there always one fucking apartment that it's like, numbering wise, it's like, yo, here is 1 through 24. And this way is 26 through 40. If you want to find 25, go fuck yourself. Like that is what, there is just always one apartment in an apartment complex that is like, yo, it's like, yo, apartment 25 is over by apartment 371 and like apartment 405. Like, how does that even make sense? It's always just in some random fucking spot that's impossible to find.
Or there's ones where it's like, if you're looking for apartment, like 235, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's probably in the second building. No, it's in building 11 on the second floor. That's what the 2 is for, apparently. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So if they don't put, oh, it's building, 7 or whatever, you have no idea. Like, so many times I've just had to sit in the parking lot and wait for them to text me back or call me back because I just have no idea what to do.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so annoying.
No, I agree with you.
Extremely annoying.
I'm gonna make a proclamation, which is a sentence with a claim. It's gonna sound kind of racist, but it's not racist.
On Martin Luther King Day?
On Martin Luther King. It's not to black people.
Oh.
Yo, I have never picked up Indian food and not dropped it off to an Indian person. And that's pretty crazy.
It's actually true. Yeah.
Which it had me thinking, because it made me ponder about this for a while. It made me realize, I mean, I get, like, Indian food is so different from, like, even when I say American food, like
so much more flavorful.
I'm talking like from, if you go to fucking if you go to like Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen, which
Yeah.
has like all kinds of things, to In-N-Out, to Cane's, to Applebee's, to all these different versions of like white American food.
Yeah, yeah.
Even then, let's throw in Italian food. Let's
Okay.
throw in Mexican food,
Okay.
Tex-Mex. All of those have such a different flavor than Indian food. Like, do not use the same spices, the same ingredients, like such a different cooking family that I was like, yo, Indian people probably get so much Indian food because if you're raised on it, like,
everything else sucks.
because think about it, bro. Yo, like Indian food, I fuck with Indian food,
Yeah.
but I only want Indian food like once a month because it's like weird, freaky deaky flavor that I'm not used to. It gives me diarrhea instantly when I eat it. I bet you Indian people eat like Cane's and just shit their pants the second that they get home. The same way we do, which makes sense
so
because
funny.
I'm telling you, I've never dropped off food in like, and it was even crazy. Like I picked up from like 2 Indian restaurants today, packed,
Yeah.
filled with 95% Indian people. Which when I'm not when I say it like that, it sounds like it's like I'm like, can you believe it? They let them all in there. Like
Okay, Seinfeld.
yeah. Racist Seinfeld. What's the deal with all the Indians taking the Indian food? You know? Talk about an Indian take back.
Oh my god. No, something that's kind of interesting too is whenever I've dropped off Indian food, not only is it happens to be somebody that like looks like they're Indian, is that it's always like a very small amount. Like it's like one plate with like a drink, or like it's never like a big order for like a family. Like other places, you'll get that. Like like burger places or like Mexican food places, you get a lot of like big orders for like families and stuff. Whereas this, you can tell it's for like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, and again, not being racist, but like also I always get the most stereotypical Indian names. And like
I feel bad because I don't know how to pronounce them.
well, yes, that too.
I'm like,
but
I have an order for that name.
Yeah, nothing I've said has been a complaint. It was just a weird, like, it's almost one of those weird, like, broken Matrix situations where, like, a stereotype would be that every Indian food delivery was only ordered by an Indian person, and that Indian person's name is Abuljit or Muhammad. And that is exactly the 2 people that I delivered to today.
Really?
Muhammad and Abuljit. Or
Wow.
like Abijaileet.
That's kind of a fun name.
I don't know how to say it. I mean, at one point I had to look around and just be like, is this like, am I on Punk'd? Is this where I'm gonna come to the door with Indian food for Muhammad and Abuljit, and when I say their name, I probably said that name wrong every time I've said it. That I'm gonna answer the door and be like, hello, I have Indian food for Muhammad. That like Ashton Kutcher's gonna go around the corner and be like, you're racist, and then
Oh my god.
I'm just fucked. And like that's what it felt like. It was really
Have
weird.
you ever? Because like we have very like simple names, like for white people. You know?
Yeah.
Like
First
like
names,
teachers would read it on a roster and be like, oh, I know this first name. Do you ever wish you had like I don't know, like a name that's like people don't know how to pronounce? No.
Yo,
I think it'd be kind of fun. No.
Erica, we have been dating for 5 years, right?
Oh, I guess I'm talking about your first name.
Do I ever wish, Erica, the example that you gave, you said, do you ever wish that on a roll sheet they had trouble saying your name? Do you realize that they go Brandon and then that happens? I already lived that life. You're asking me if I want to do something that I'm already doing. Yes, no one has problem saying Brandon, but no one goes, is Brandon here? Because there's 95 trillion white people named Brandon. So they have to go Brandon, and then no one knows how to say my last name.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's only for me.
So yeah, I know exactly what what you're talking about because I live it, and no, I don't wish it. I'm sorry that your first and last name have like a combined 6 different letters.
I kind of like my
Think
name.
about it. I-C-A.
Mm-hmm.
C, we already used that.
Mm-hmm.
L, okay, so we'll give you one new one.
Ooh.
I, already used it.
The I is in the middle on both
N,
names.
okay, you get a second one. And you already used E.
Mm-hmm.
You have 7 letters
My name is
between
so
your
easy. It's
entire
awesome.
first and last name. That's ridiculous.
So
Here's the crazy part. If you include your middle name, Erica Marie Cline, you get an M, and that's it. You already used the A,
so
R, I,
funny.
and E. You have 8 letters between your first, middle, and last name. Of
I've
course
never
you don't.
thought about that.
Of course you don't know. You're like, it would be fun if they pronounced my name wrong. You have like 6 syllables in your whole goddamn name.
People do put a K, E-R-I-K-A, and K-L-I-N-E every time. I'm like, it's seriously so easy. My name is so easy. And they always just put the wrong letter. That's it.
Yeah, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Everyone says
Legendre.
Erica Cline correctly and then spells it wrong. Boo-hoo. You want to have people try and spell Lejean?
Mm-hmm.
Lejean? I mean, if you're sounding that out, Lejean is L-A, la, j, j, j. What's another thing that makes j? Like,
Z?
No. That's Z. That's like, what would be Lejean? Jean. So Dijon, Jean. So it'd be
S?
L-E or L-A-J-I, j.
Oh.
That makes it j. Lejean. It would literally be, yeah, L-A-J-I-O-N. Lejean.
That's so weird.
Is how you would probably, instead it's
Legion.
Legendre or Legendre
Mhm.
or Legendre. Or, because I get the like the L, you see the L-E and you think that it's like a heavy, like, Legendre. I don't know.
Okay, honestly, your last name is so cool. But I saw...
Don't you fucking patronize me.
No, but listen, I saw this tweet and it said, I don't recommend changing your last name, not because of feminism, but because I forget how to spell my last name.
Yeah, good luck if we get married
I
for
know.
spelling. That's going to be... Yeah, then you don't have to feel bad about...
I know. I'll get everything I want.
Yeah, you'll get everything you wanted. You fucking... Is that the whole point of this? Is you just want... Is you were just
no,
like...
No, it wasn't.
You were like, hey, I'm actually dropping hints. It's fucking time. You brought up a good point. You said 5 years. Hurry the fuck up, partner. Let's get this going. I'm getting older. I'm getting bored.
That is crazy, though. 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Wild. Go us.
Sure. Foot 5. Hell
Thank
yeah. Woo. I don't know.
Yes.
I want to proclaim... I watched Squid Games recently.
That's right. You
just,
did.
Just finished the old Squidward games.
I haven't seen it, but I'm just going to let you spoil it.
Well,
I
it
don't
has
care.
nothing to do. I want to proclaim that I think if you watch a TV show with subtitles, that's the exact same thing as reading a book. That's I should get credit for reading a book for
That's kinda
watching
funny.
Squid Games. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It if anything, I read more words
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, there's 9 episodes, an hour each, 9 hours of reading. That's a long fucking book. You know what I mean? An hour show with dialogue, all in another language, and I'm reading it. That's the same thing as reading a book.
I'm thinking of like elementary school students
Yeah.
like putting it on their reading logs.
Would you sign off Squid Games on the reading log for your child? That's the question. Yeah,
I'd be like, I'm so proud of you. You're being cultured and
exactly. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
they watch Narcos.
You just come home to like the kid watching Office on silent with just the subtitles on. He's like, Mom, Dad, I'm reading today. You're like, oh, he's gonna. It's gonna be how stupid the next generation of kids are. They're like, I read the whole first season of The Office yesterday. You're like, oh, good job, Jimmy. Did you? You're like, it's like a movie picture book. I used to have picture books when I grew up, little Jimmy.
I'm just picturing like so many shows like Breaking Bad with them.
You know how furious it would
Oh
make
my God.
nerdy people? Like, you
Yeah.
know how mad...
People that actually like reading books.
Yeah. And you know how like everyone used to like for reading logs, they'd be like, you got to read 10 books this month. So everyone would read like the 9 like 9, like page easy ass books and just get like a ton. You're like, I watched 20 episodes of the Eric Andre show yesterday. Like
with the subtitles on.
Subtitles. It's like, could you write a book report on the episode? It was like opening scene, screaming, yelling, breaking of objects, shatter, break, shatter, screaming.
Nacho cheese falling from the sky.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, thanks. Like, that's my book report on episode 4 of the Eric Andre show.
Kicking Flava Flav in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great show.
They're like, well, we changed the curriculum. Mm-hmm. No more Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. Instead, it's Django Unchained. Enjoy. Like,
yo.
yeah.
Do you remember in elementary when they would read those books that had slurs in them and the teachers would just read the slurs?
Yeah. There are those
I don't know
teachers.
if you've talked about that on the podcast. But
there are those
crazy.
teachers too that like they'd pull out a book and they'd be like, all right, today class we're gonna read Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. It's one of my favorite novels. And you're like, and it has strong language, unrelated, but one of my favorite novels.
They say yes.
Yeah, no, yeah. You'd notice the teacher would read the paragraph where they'd be like, N-word this, N-word that, N-word that. And they'd be like, all right, now that that's done, who wants to popcorn read? And then some kids would,
terrible.
But no, they'd let them take it over, and the kids would, read, and then the N-word would come up again. The teacher would be like, don't worry, I'll take back over. I love reading. And you're like,
I love reading. Well, my 6th grade teacher was a black man. So
that's what's up.
So it was fine.
That'd be hilarious if just like every time there was the N-word in the book, like he just threw like some fucking extra little like sugar on it, just like some fucking extra pizzazz and flair.
That's funny.
Like really just drew it up. I don't know.
Went all fancy. He was a nice guy. Mr. Britain. What a guy.
How long till like the politically correct side is like, listen, we can't do that. So then instead schools are like, well, we can't not teach curriculum with it. Mm-hmm. So instead you're like sitting in class and normally your teacher is Miss Smith. Yeah. And Miss Smith is a 4'11" white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes. She goes, hey class, today we're going to read some excerpts from Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. And I know I keep picking that book, but that book is insane. Yeah. Like, if you don't know what it is, the Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry, we had to read that book in 6th grade. Mm-hmm. In 6th grade, you are what? 10, 11 years old, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds right.
About that. And that book is about a black family that gets to, like, start going to, like, integrated schools, like, right after segregation.
I don't even remember what it was
Or
about.
it is so racist. And the whole book is basically, like, just showing, like, this terrible life that this black family...
It's, like, in the South and stuff.
Yeah, lives. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that that's not important, but, like, for some reason, this was, like, you had to read this book in 6th grade or you couldn't graduate 6th grade.
We actually didn't finish it.
Yeah.
In 6th grade. Like, we got to the last day of school and we were like, hey, Mr. Britton, we never finished our book. And he went, oh well.
He's like, you'll experience this later in life. You'll be fine. But yeah, so like you just imagine you just get like there's going to be a point where the politically correct changes it. You're going to get into class. Miss Smith, your white ass teacher with blonde hair, blue eyes, is going to be like, hey class, today we're going to read Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Ocho Cinco is coming in here today to read to you the parts that I can't read.
He just only says the N-word.
Yeah, and they're going to have... she's going to be like, Jimmy walked down the hallway, and all he heard was his white classmates say, and then the black man's going to go, beep, and just say the profane word that I can't say. Like, that is the point that we're going to get ourselves to, I believe.
I don't know. Books are wild in school. They're like, you have to read this book. Like, that's so crazy.
What about Huck Finn? The main character in that is Big N-word Jim. That's the other main character.
Really? I don't read books. I don't know.
It's not Big Jim. He's and Mark Twain makes sure you fucking know that. Mark Twain doesn't let a paragraph slip where he's like Big Jim. It's always Big N-word Jim.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I've never read any of those books. I just started trying to read again, though.
that's exciting. Just watch Squid Game. I'm telling you. I'm starting a full-blown campaign. Because, hey, tell me what the fuck is the difference between watching a show with subtitles and an audiobook? Just visual. Visual. Hear me out, though. Here's my defense. If you turn the subtitles off and made me watch Squid Game in Korean, I have no idea what's going on. I'm not like even contextually.
Yeah.
You can't figure that shit out. So it's got to count the same as reading a book or an audiobook. Because yes, I understand there's visual, but I can't have just the visual and get it.
Yeah.
You know, I need that the subtitles that I'm reading.
Yeah, scripts are important.
Yeah. Because think about it. Audiobook, you just listen to it. There's no difference between. And if we're gonna count an audiobook, and an audiobook should, if we're not counting, here's what we're doing. If we're not counting movies in another language with subtitles, or a silent movie with subtitles on it, the same as reading a book, then we can't call just listening to an audiobook reading without calling a podcast.
I was going to say.
Just reading then.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
If we're going to draw the line, then you can't listen to only an audiobook. You have to be reading along.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, an audiobook is just a scripted podcast, and there are those.
Two Bears, One Cave, going on my reading log.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. I read so much, if you think about it.
I know, listening to Bad Friends with Bobby Lee.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, audiobooks are kind of bullshit. I'm with that.
Yeah.
But, like, and I'm not, and look, I'm not saying if you watch Breaking Bad in English with English subtitles. Nope, not reading a book. But if you watch Breaking Bad on silent with English subtitles.
Spanish dub, English subtitles.
Yes, that is.
That counts.
That counts, too, yeah. I'm just saying, dude. I've been reading fucking books this year, son.
I know.
I already read a whole Korean novel. Hell yeah.
I started reading the Bridgerton book because I liked the series so much, and I was like, I should read. And I have like the little e-reader that my parents got for me. I think I've gotten to chapter 4.
Reading's hard, dude.
And I was talking to Jocelyn the other day because she's like, I started reading again too, because she actually likes reading a lot. I mean, she is a teacher, so I would hope so.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, I've already finished like 8 chapters." I was like, "Oh, that's what it's like when you actually like reading."
Yo, I used to love to read. Like I could read a book in a day. Like, that was a thing that I used to do. I read all of the Harry Potter books in 2 months as a 4th grader.
Speaking of Harry Potter, can we talk about how great the reunion was?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you should definitely.
If you have HBO Max.
Yeah, if you have HBO Max. I'll just figure out a way to stream it illegally. I don't fucking know. But, like, yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was kind of funny how she was, Emma Watson was talking about how awkward it was to kiss Rupert Grint. She was like, it was horrific. I did not want to do it. And Daniel Radcliffe was like, that's mean.
Yeah. But she didn't, you're fucking clickbaiting the reunion. I like it. Cause she isn't just like, he was a fucking disgusting snobber. He didn't like, it's not
snobber.
Like she just says, she's like, it was terribly awkward because we were such good friends.
No, yeah.
You're being a real fucking blogger right now. It's wild. You're just cutting out key information.
I'm an influencer.
Hermione Granger drags Ron Weasley as worst kisser in all of Hogwarts.
Also, in that, they accidentally put a picture of the wrong Emma. They put
Emma Stone in a picture?
Yeah.
Who's hotter, Emma Stone or Emma Watson?
Was it Emma Stone? No, Emma Stone is the redhead.
Yeah.
It was Emma Roberts.
Who the fuck is Emma Roberts?
She was Nancy Drew. That's how I know her.
Who the fuck is Nancy Drew?
That bitch Nancy Drew.
Fuck that bitch Nancy Drew.
She's just like another actress, but they put like a picture of her as a kid, and she like Emma Watson posted about it. She said, "Cute, but not me, thanks," or something like that. That's so funny.
Oh shit.
Whoever did that fired.
Yeah.
Done.
So Emma Watson or Emma Roberts, who are you? Or Emma?
You don't know what Emma Roberts looks
Emma
like.
Stone.
So let's say Emma Stone.
Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy. and Zombieland, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and she's in Zombieland. And Easy A.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually really difficult. We're not even at the would you rather yet.
Yeah. They're both like very attractive, but both in like very different ways.
I think Emma Watson is prettier. She was also Belle in Beauty and the Beast, so I'm a little bit biased.
Here's what I think the difference between them is.
Okay.
They're both hot.
Okay.
But Emma Watson looks like you bring her home to your mom.
People used to tell me I look like her.
And they love her.
Mm-hmm.
Emma Stone looks like she's just a nasty freak. And like
so
there's
funny.
something about her, and maybe it's the roles that they put her in. I mean, especially in Easy A.
Especially in Easy A.
I don't like Emma Watson looks like she would be a great girlfriend and show you the time of your life, and Emma Stone.
You're getting them mixed up.
This is your fault. I didn't even know that bitch Emma Roberts existed until fucking 5 minutes ago. Emma Stone looks like she'll show you the time of your life and then break your heart after. Yeah. You know? There's just that
she'll
different.
Say, I don't care about you.
Yeah, there's a different kind of like. Emma Stone listens to punk rock, and Emma Watson listens to Taylor Swift.
I was thinking more like she listens to classical music.
Nah, like Taylor. She looks like a Taylor Swift gal.
That's so funny. I mean? When I was younger, people used to actually say that I look like Hermione.
I hope that came on the mic. My fart
good
right
fart.
there. Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, when she had like the big frizzy hair, people used to say I look like her. I didn't have frizzy hair, so I don't know.
Yeah. I thought if I ignored it a second time, maybe a third time, you would tell me that you looked like Emma Watson.
Okay.
You know?
It's my celebrity lookalike.
You're a celebrity lookalike, yeah, and I look like
people actually always tell me, you look like celebrity so-and-so. Like, all the time. Just random celebrities. And half the time, I don't even know who they are.
That's just up.
You look like so-and-so from Vampire Diaries. I'm like, cool.
That's just, all right, yeah, just flex on everyone. That's cool. That's what's up. Anyone else you want to tell us you look like before?
The girl who played Ebony. I actually do look a lot like her.
I don't know who that is.
Samantha Barks. Look it up.
No, I'm okay.
Have people ever said that you look like anybody?
Yeah, Durs from Workaholics.
That's right.
There's no other more accurate comparison. So.
You also look like the one quarterback.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, you look like Jared Goff.
Yeah, shout out Jared Goff.
Shout out Jared Goff.
All right, we're going to move into the Dumbass of the Week segment right here. The Dumbass of the Week brought to you by Red Foreman.
Dumbass! Dumbasses! Dumbass! 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 Dumbass!
This week, the Dumbass of the Week is us Eagles fans, because god damn it. I somehow convinced myself that the Eagles had a real chance against the Bucs, and Tom Brady and the Bucs bent over the Eagles. That was one of the worst football games I've ever watched in my life.
It was so sad.
And there's an Eagles bar in Austin. Somehow there's an Eagles bar that there had to be, I don't know, 50 Eagles fans in there
at least, yeah.
On Sunday at least, filled. And nothing was sadder than that bar. Like, even we were down 31-0, and the Eagles scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter, and it was the first time I ever saw Eagles fans not sing the fight song after score.
That was crazy.
Like, it was just like, why do it? Like, this is pathetic. Like, we know.
Everyone was just sobbing quietly.
I mean, it made sense. Like, the Eagles barely made the playoffs. Mm-hmm. They never won a game against a team that was above 500 the whole season.
Yeah.
They didn't beat a single playoff team. Like, to think that they were suddenly going to beat the Super Bowl defending champs because, like, it's the playoffs and everything was kind of ridiculous. I just can't believe that it wasn't even, like, close. There was some NFL record where it was something like in the first 9 possessions of the game that the Eagles had, they only got 4 first downs, and then 3 of those ended in 3 of those drives ended right after they got that first down. So
that's so sad.
It was pretty pathetic. It was very sad, very terrible.
It was really sad. Especially when the Cowboys fans started coming in for the next game, and they just were like mocking us.
Yeah, I'm glad they fucking lost on arguably a more dumb play. Like, if you want to give another dumbass of the week, give it to Dak Prescott or whoever decided to run the ball with 14 seconds and no timeouts, and then we lost the game.
He won an award.
And he won the MVP.
And he didn't get slimed.
Yeah,
What a chump.
I know. What a fucking loser. All right, we're going to wrap it up here with the Would You Rathers. We're coming to kind of the last 10 minutes of the old Yodcast here.
Okay.
So, first one is, would you rather have sheets magically be cleaned every day, but you have to put them back on, or have your bed be magically made every day?
And there's no but on that second one?
No. You just don't have clean sheets every day. Dude, I'm going with the bed. Fuck.
Yeah.
First off, who cleans their sheets? That's just... Dude, if we're being real here, like, let's be real. We all go months without cleaning your sheets. You clean your sheets for spills or
People clean their
bodily discharge that gets on it. Those are the only reasons that people ever clean their sheets. Otherwise... You know what I mean? You don't just walk in and be like, oh, damn, it's been 2 weeks since I cleaned these bad boys. Let's get them in the washer.
People clean their sheets like once a week, once every 2 weeks.
Who?
That's
Do your parents do it?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Once a week. Every single week, your parents take all the sheets off.
Okay, maybe like once every 2 weeks. No, I swear.
Every 2 weeks religiously. They've never... You're
Not
tripping.
religiously, but like most of the time, yeah.
I like how every time it keeps decreasing.
Well, because you're like making it like so definitive.
I'm just saying, I don't believe that your I just don't believe them. Every 2 weeks.
Call my mom right now.
I don't have. You have the phone, jackass.
I am.
I'm saying, most people do not clean their sheets often.
No, because that's how my mom was raised. Like every Sunday, she'd wake up and it would be cleaning day. All the kids clean your sheets, clean all your clothes. Like that's what it was. Like mop, sweep, vacuum, everything.
How often did you clean your sheets in your room?
Oh,
every
me?
2 weeks?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
I know, but I'm saying that's what my grandma did. So that's what.
They're fucking outliers. I don't give it. They're so outliers that it's not even generational. They couldn't even pass it on to their kids. That's how outlier it is.
That's so funny.
And so random. Most people don't clean their sheets. Also, dude, first off, like I don't need my sheets cleaned once a month. I don't even need my sheets cleaned.
You should clean your pillowcases more often though for like.
What do you mean
acne.
your pillowcases? How about
No,
you
I'm just saying
clean
like
them
people
for
in
once,
general.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm just saying people in general. Like
Yeah.
you should clean your
You
pillowcases.
should clean them. Oh, it's always, it's our room. Stop saying my room until it's
I'm not
my
saying
laundry
you
and my pillow
specifically.
sheets. And Brandon, you do it while I don't do it, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just talking to the viewers.
No, here's the thing, though. I think it's a harder would you rather if you go, would you rather always have clean sheets or always have your bed make it? I think it's, dude, fuck having clean sheets every day. I don't want to make my, dude,
No.
the other one is like, this is actually a terribly, like, set up would you rather, because think about it. If one of the choices is to just have your bed made,
Yeah.
being like, hey, put your sheets and blanket up and a comforter on with the pillows situated, is so annoying that you think people would choose it. Why in the fuck would people want to make their bed every day just so they could go, sheets are clean?
Yeah, that's so
Who
dumb.
gives a fuck?
Yeah, making the bed after washing sheets is like the most annoying thing ever.
Yeah, like a harder would you rather would be, would you rather like, it would like literally, would you rather make your bed every day or wash your sheets every day but have them made? Is like a hard would you rather still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're like, yeah, I don't know.
I would definitely rather the bed, especially because we have a king size bed and I have really small arms.
Yeah, dude, just
So I'm trying to like get it over is like so difficult.
there's 1.2K votes, and
What did they vote for?
surprisingly close. I mean, ours, your bed is magically made for you, has 683, so a little over 50%.
Okay.
But the other one is 483, so it's not much lower than 50%, which is crazy
Kind of wild.
to me. Yeah, that there's people that would
People
choose
voluntarily want to remake
every
their full
day,
bed.
trying to put that stupid fucking fitted sheet on every day.
That's what I'm talking about. If I didn't have to put the fitted sheet on, I wouldn't care as much.
I'd rather get shot in both my legs right now than have to put a fitted sheet on, if I'm being honest.
If the bed was in the middle of the room, then I wouldn't care.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather be able to draw anything you see, or okay, Would you rather be able to draw anything you see or to understand the language of the animals? Okay, hold up. Whoever wrote this doesn't understand fucking formulating a sentence, so it's easier set up in the choices. Would you rather be able to draw anything you see, understand the languages of animals, be able to see people's memories, or be able to control your dreams?
Okay, so it's animals, understanding animals, control dreams.
See people's memories.
No, that one's dumb.
That one's sick.
Really?
You're not thinking about it right. You're not sitting here being like, I'm not sitting here watching you think about you thinking brushing your teeth this morning. But when you're like, dude, oh my God, there was this crazy guy. He was wearing like a purple hat and he looked so weird. And he was doing, and I didn't get a video of it, Erica, but he was doing the craziest fucking thing. He jumped off the building and had a fucking parachute and landed on the ground and beat his dick off and ran away. You can picture that, but wouldn't it be sicker if you could see like when someone tells you a story, when your mom is like, oh my God, it was so amazing. Like your grandma, you know, rest her soul. Both your grandmas are alive. Or no, you're one side of your grandma, you know, rest her soul used to, you know, when you were a kid, it was the cutest thing. You don't remember it, but did this and that. And you could see that shit. That would be fucking awesome. I think that one's an underrated one.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, because
you know what the first thing I thought about when you were like, you're not thinking about this right? I was like, oh, I could see what people saw at concerts. That's what I thought about.
You want to watch other versions of shitty long Snapchat stories is what you're saying?
Well, it's different if you're actually there. When it's like,
you're not there. You don't like, it's not VR in the memory. I'm just saying, like, you can, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Or because for me, it's like, be able to draw anything you see, whatever, fuck it. We have cameras. Who gives a fuck? I don't want to draw. Being able to control your dreams is like cool, but like whatever. Who gives a shit?
I can already control my dreams.
You can?
Yeah, you can.
You control all. Okay, then tonight.
Not all of them, but like a lot of them.
So you're telling me most nights you can control where you go, what you do, and who's involved in it?
Sometimes.
It's a new article of evidence that you're sharing with me. So you lucid dream all the time?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard because it feels like it's all the time, but then it's like sometimes you wake up and you're like, was I dreaming?
I don't think you understand. Like, okay, so give me an example.
Like, it's like I'm in a dream and then I realize I'm in a dream. So I'll be like, I want to do this. And then I'll do that thing, whatever it is. And then.
You can do that, but I can't leave you alone for 5 hours to make the bed by yourself? Is that what you're saying to me right now? Yo, anytime I ever get home and you couldn't complete a task because you got distracted or it was too hard, I'm never listening to that shit again. When you're the fucking Vincent Van Gogh of dreams over here just writing Michael Bay.
If it was in a dream, I could do it.
Yeah, you're fucking Michael Bay over here. Yeah, exactly, man. Why don't you start dreaming that you made the bed for once? God damn, dude.
That's boring. Oh,
just casually here like, haha, yeah, I could do all this and do that.
But then I hate when you're like, run so fast. And you're going, it's like so slow.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, run fast, you stupid bitch. And it's like going so slow.
I just can't believe that this entire time you've been able to lucid dream, but you couldn't park a car on a curb. You know?
Real life is harder, okay?
Yeah.
Real life is way harder. In my dream, I would make that curb move and I'd park the car perfectly.
You can lucid dream all the time, but you can't decide between two restaurants. You can't figure out where we're going to eat. In my dream,
I'd go to both at the same time.
Yeah, fuck.
Applebee's and Rainforest Cafe all at once.
So while you're always falling asleep, it's just you're in control of your life and your dreams. Oh my God, it's the only place I feel in control.
No, it's because of my iron deficiency.
Ugh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I found out I'm anemic.
Hell yeah, shout out anemics. Would you rather have every thought of yours turn into a reality, your emotional state represent the world's order, or have a limit to your thoughts and emotions per day?
What was the first one?
Every thought of yours is turned into a reality. So basically, do you want to live in a dream since you're fucking Pablo Picasso over here? Do you want your emotional state to represent the world's order, or have a limit to your thoughts and emotions per day?
Okay. My emotional state should not represent the world's order.
Fuck no. Hell no. They're gonna... Breaking news, the government is crying for no reason and can't explain itself.
Listen, according to TikTok, I'm relatable, okay?
You're like, what? You're like, hey, breaking news. The government is mad at you, and it's not sure why, but it wants you to figure it out. You're like, okay, thanks, politics. That's what the world would be like if you represented it. Breaking news, the government took 9 hours to figure out what shoes they're wearing. You're like, okay.
Says the guy who has way more shoes than me.
Yeah, I bet I could pick out them way before you do.
Probably.
Yeah, exactly.
What were the other options?
I don't even know.
I
every
didn't even
thought
pick
of
one
yours-
for that last one.
Yeah, every thought of yours turn into a reality or have a limit to your thoughts and emotions per day.
Probably have a limit. I have too many thoughts and emotions.
That's true.
I want less.
That's what the majority said. Every one of your thoughts turns into a reality.
That sounds awful.
That's terrible.
That sounds
That's
terrible.
terrible.
People have intrusive, terrible thoughts all the time. Like, you're sitting at the stoplight. What
Yo,
if I just
if
went?
all my thoughts came into reality, every loved one I had would be dead already. Because
That's not what I thought you were
you know,
gonna
you don't
say.
have those depressing thoughts where you're like, everyone I love is gonna leave me for the afterlife, and you get depressed. Then next, you know what I mean? You just have
Yeah.
one negative thought.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, and then they're dead. Damn
That
it.
shit would be crazy though, because if we're saying every one of your thoughts, you realize that you would be at a bar and you'd be like, "Damn, that bitch would look good naked," and then she'd be like, "Oh my god, where did my clothes go?" Like, yo, that bitch would look crazy if she was sucking my dick, and then all of a sudden you're getting handcuffed for public indecency because you're in a fucking in a playpen at a McDonald's with your child, but you thought about how that MILF would look
You're
sexy
looking-
on top of you.
Looking at like a cute puppy, you're like, what if I just strangled it?
Yeah.
Before you know it, oh damn it! You're like
Yeah.
Lenny by some men.
No, that would be some crazy shit.
Yeah, people have such like intrusive thoughts, which
if-
is normal though.
If someone had shit like that, I would fuck them over. You know what I mean? like I'd be mad at like Arkansas, and I'd be like, you'd be the person with the thing, and I'd be like, hey
Yeah.
Erica, you ever think about how Arkansas would look like if a nuke landed on? You'd be like, if a nuke landed on Arkansas, breaking news, Arkansas leveled.
Level.
I like how in my dumb mind all news is broke by the ESPN sound notification. Like, just some alpha bro shit. I'm like, COVID cases rising. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
And it's just Skip telling you.
Yeah. Yeah. The same news sound is like
Charles
3
Barkley.
million dead. The Pacers sign Lance Stevenson to a 10-day. You're like, okay.
I love
Yeah,
that you were using the ESPN sound and I didn't even realize it.
Think about how terrifying that would be. It'd be like, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. You're like, okay, cool. The Eagles either just signed a new defensive end or Uganda just lost half its population to a tsunami. Holy fuck.
You don't know.
There's no in between those two. Oh.
Oh wait, so which one are we gonna choose again?
What?
Which
Wha-
option were we choosing?
You picked it, dingus.
I forgot.
It was a limit to your emotions and thoughts, and we've clearly hit that limit for today.
Mm-hmm.
The one that we never chose was the dream. I felt like we decided on being able to see people's memories, right?
Yeah, I forgot what the other
The
ones
language
were,
of animals, I feel like, is the only reasonable other choice.
I want to talk to animals.
Well, let's
so
see.
bad.
Nice. 230 votes. 69 say people's memories. We're the 69th vote.
Nice.
Hell yeah. 56 say language of the animal. 64 say be able to draw anything. Be able to draw anything came in a close second. Fucking incel lamos on Reddit.
Well, like, I know somebody that's like an animator, and he'll just do that. They're just like, can you draw me this? And you go, sure. You
That's
know?
what's up.
I don't know. I feel like it's like a normal people thing. Not normal people can't see other people's memories.
Yeah, bro, exactly. You're doing a lame thing that like a fat population can do.
You
know?
can learn how to draw.
Yeah, no one can see my fucking memories.
Go on Skillshare. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
I was acting like you were sponsored.
Oh. Well, way to
Nice.
rub it in that I'm not sponsored, guys. Well, sorry that this podcast is not good enough to be sponsored,
I'll
but
sponsor you.
well, guys, we're wrapping up the podcast. Erica, thank you so much for doing the podcast.
You're welcome.
Go follow her on Instagram at eCline101. Just to let you know, you think this is earlier you said this is your fucking podcast. I'm gonna plug your shit for you, just so you know that
That's so nice of you.
whose podcast this is. It's
Yeah.
mine. All right.
Yeah, go follow me.
Yeah. I'm sure more people would listen if you were the co-host instead of it being by myself. But that's for a depressing thought later. But see, right now, if I had that thought power, that would be reality. And then now no one would ever listen to episodes without you. So that's would be the danger of
Kinda
having.
fun.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening. The next episode, I'll have a fun story to share with you guys. I'm going to be doing my first private gig on Friday for the Libertarian Party. So
Right.
that should be fun. But I'm getting to do it at a Brazilian steakhouse where I get to eat, cocktail hour, all that. So it should actually be a good time.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for it. I'm going to be doing a couple shows at the end of the month. I'm doing the Hilton on Friday the 28th. And I'll be at Rocky's Piano Bar in Round Rock on the 2nd, and I should have some more dates coming up here in the future now that I'm back in Austin. So check those out if you're from Austin. Come out, see your show. Love to see you out there. You know, buy me a drink, get me drunk, you know, all that kind of stuff. But also, hey, Your Last Review made a reappearance. It came back out. New episode on Arby's Diablo Dare Super Hot Spicy Sandwich. Gonna maybe try and do them more like meal oriented instead of places. And, yeah, eventually I'm going to turn that show into a food show where I go around Austin with my friends, and it's going to be fucking awesome. But until then, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for checking out this podcast. If this is your first time or your 94th time listening, I appreciate you. And most importantly, thank you for letting us be your last resort. See ya.
This has been a Your Last Resort production.